April 30th. Wow, it's the last day of April. This is crazy. Let's go ahead. Let's get talking about your workout for the day. We got a lot of stuff to get through today, and it's kind of detailed, so hang in there with me. For your warm-up, you guys have an 800-meter run. Give me 2 minutes out, 2 minutes back, all right? Then we're going to go through 2 rounds of 5 thread the needles on each side, 10 prone shoulder raises, 5 bird dogs each side, 10 Cuban presses, 10 air squats, and a 1-minute overhead squat therapy, all right? Let's talk about these thread the needles real quick. So, on your thread the needles, you're going to be on all fours. You're going to reach up and back. Okay, your goal here is to get your torso as open as possible, and then you're going to reach under. Okay, and then you're going to reach up and back, and then you're going to reach under as far as you can, right? So big open and then a big close off. I want you guys to really try and push that range of motion through all of those 10 reps, so 5 on each side. You guys have 10 prone shoulder raises. You're going to be facing the floor. Hands are going to be extended in front of you. Feet are together, toes are pointed, thumbs are up. And you're going to pull your chest up off the floor and then bring your biceps as far past your ears as possible on those prone shoulder raises. We're trying to start activating the shoulders and then behind, okay? So 10 of those guys. 5 bird dogs, so you're going to still be on all fours. You're going to go opposite hand and opposite leg are going to come off the floor. What you guys want to focus on in these bird dogs is keeping your shoulders and your hips square to the ground. You're going to do that by pulling your belly button back towards your spine. Okay, talk a lot about keeping your lower abs nice and tight. I want to see, again, this lower portion being pulled back the whole time. So I'm going to reach back forward, keeping my hips and my shoulders square to the ground. Okay, we're going to get that core turned on with these bird dogs. Okay, make sure you guys are reaching in both directions. Okay, next you guys have 10 Cuban presses. You guys can find some kind of wall or surface to get against. I'm going to use this guy. But on your Cuban presses, against that surface, you're going to bring your elbows up at a 90-degree angle, up at a 90-degree angle, and your goal is to stay in contact with that surface all the way through. Okay, so my lower back, trying to keep my lower back, my upper back, and then my arms in contact with that surface all the way through that full range of motion. Okay, the best that I can. Alright, so I'm going to start firing up those shoulders. Next, we have 10 air squats. So feet are going to be in your squat stance, so just outside shoulder distance. Toes are going to be pointed out at a slight angle. Okay, with these guys, I want to see your hands stay above your head. So we're going to be up here while we squat today. Hips are going to go back, knees are going to go out, hip crease passes your knee, hands stay above those shoulders all the way through. Okay? Really focus on trying to get the full depth here, but most importantly, keeping your torso vertical all the way through that squat. Okay? Next, you guys have 1 minute of overhead squat therapy. So, what you guys want to do is find a wall to work in. It's kind of like you did with the Cuban presses. It was kind of a poor example because I was in the door frame. But so you want to have something like in front of you. Okay? Feet are going to be set in your squat stance in this position. Now, our natural tendency as we're going through an overhead squat therapy is to let our feet get wider and wider and wider as we approach the wall or get closer to the wall. Do your very best not to do that. Keep your feet in the same squat stance you would use all the way through, okay? But you're going to get your hands up and overhead, okay? My goal here, as I'm squatting, is to keep my body off of the surface and my hands off the surface in front of me. So I'm going to push my hips back. My knees are going to go out. I'm going to keep my body from touching whatever is in front of me, and I'll come back up to the top, okay? What you don't want to do is lean against that wall, slide up and down that wall. So pick a spot where you know you can successfully complete that rep. Okay, if you're too close, you're going to fall back or you're going to touch the wall. If you're too far away, it's not going to be challenging enough. So make sure you're picking like a sweet spot where you guys are working on something, but you're still able to successfully complete it with good form. Okay? Okay, that's your warm-up. Let's go ahead and talk about part 1 today. Today we have some overhead squats, everybody's favorite, right? We have PVC pipe or a broomstick or a towel overhead squat. Okay, you guys have 5 sets of 6 reps, and we're gonna add a 5-second pause at parallel. Okay, so on these squats, we're gonna go with a hold at parallel. So we're gonna have said object, PVC pipe, broomstick, towel, okay? Hands are gonna be in your overhead squat grip, right? So essentially if my arms are locked out, I want that barbell to be, or it's not barbell, it's the towel, to be at about my lower hips, okay? Or about 6 inches above my head. That's a good rule of thumb as well. So feet are going to be set in your squat stance, so just outside shoulder width distance. Toes are pointed out at a slight angle. Okay, what I'm going to do as I move here is I'm going to make sure my armpits stay facing forward. Okay, you want your armpits to be facing the front of the room, whatever that means for you. So armpits are going to stay facing front of the room. Hips are going to go back. Knees are going to go out, and I'm going to keep those armpits facing the front of the room. Once I get to parallel, I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive through my heels and stand all the way up. Okay, so again, armpits face the front of the room. Elbows are locked out. Hips go back. Knees go out. Tummy stays tight. Once we get to parallel, we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Okay, a couple things. 5 seconds is always 5 seconds, right? It never gets any shorter. So make sure you're not cutting your time at that parallel position short. Also, it's really easy to let our shoulders either dump this way or, obviously noticing that towel come in, maybe a little too much if your hands are too narrow. So make sure you guys are maintaining that overhead grip, right? Your snatch grip essentially, and you're keeping the armpits facing forward. Hands are going to be stacked here. Think of imagining like holding pizzas in each hand, right? That's the kind of rotation we're looking for with those armpits. And then maintaining the vertical torso. So the last thing you guys want to do as you guys are going through the overhead squat is lean forward, right? We're going to stay nice and vertical. If you feel yourself folding over, stop, hold your pause in that position, and then come back up. Okay, I'd rather see good form, maybe slight, a little less range of motion than see full range of motion and crappy form. Okay. We're going to be supersetting those sets of 6 overhead squats with 45-second tight arch hold. They're also known as Supermans. So you guys are going to be on the ground. Okay, again. Hands are going to be in front of you. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep my arms, my legs locked out, and I'm going to pull everything up and off the ground. And I'm getting as little amount of my body on that floor as possible. My whole entire backside is contracted. I'm going to hold for 45 seconds. All right? That's going to be your 45-second tight arch hold. Okay, so what does that superset mean with those tight arch holds? Well, you'll do a set of 6 of those overhead squats with your 5-second pause, and then you'll do a 45-second tight arch hold, and then 6 squats, 45 seconds. You'll work 5 full sets just like that. All right, part 2 today. All things concerning booty. Okay, we have 50 reps of a complex of sort. Okay, we have 1 jumping air squat. We have 1 pistol on the left and 1 pistol on the right. You guys can go right and then left. It's up to you. But you have to do 1 jumping air squat, 1 pistol on the right, 1 pistol on the left, and that's considered 1 rep. You'll do that complex 50 times. Okay, this workout is for time, so make sure you guys have a clock in front of you where you can see how long it takes you to complete the workout. Okay, let's go talk about that jumping air squat. So feet are going to be set in your squat stance, just outside shoulder width distance. Okay, our same squat form still applies that we use in our warm-up as it does in this movement as well. So hips are going to go back, knees are going to be pushing out. Okay, I'm getting down to the very bottom of my squat and then jump up. Right, that will be considered your jumping air squat. So I'm trying to drive through my heels, open my hips up, and get lift off the floor. So that's a jumping air squat. You'll do 1 jumping air squat. Okay. If you need to scale that jumping air squat, you guys can just scale to regular squats. So just like a regular in-place squat like we worked on in the warm-up. And then we have pistols. Okay, pistol is essentially with these guys, try and keep your heel on the ground. In fact, if we're not keeping our heel on the ground, it's a sure sign we should probably be scaling. So heel needs to stay on the floor. Opposite foot doesn't touch the ground. You need to make sure that hip crease is getting past your knee for it to be considered a full rep, okay? If we need to scale, you guys have a few options here. First one you guys can do is a rolling pistol. So essentially I'm gonna bring that pistol down as far as I can, get a roll on my back. Right, that could be an option. You guys can do, I'm not sure what these are called, but you can put your foot behind you, okay? Either on the floor, on your ankle, on your calf. The higher up you are on your leg, the harder these are. But you'll push the hips back. You'll get down to the very bottom of that pistol and then stand all the way up, okay? That is an option as well. You guys can have a higher surface, like a step, and give me heel touches. So similar concept, hips go back, but you're gonna keep this leg locked out, heel touches the floor, torso stays tall. You guys could even give me like a one-legged box squat. So you can have your box, chair, desk, whatever, but one leg goes out, butt's gonna touch that object. You'll drive through your heel and stand all the way up. Okay, so a one-legged box squat. The higher the surface, the easier these are, and the lower the surface, the harder those are. All right, if you guys have any questions in regards to scaling options for those pistols, have other ideas you'd like to advise, feel free to comment below. We'll get back to you as fast as we can. But 50 reps of the complex of jumping air squats, one pistol on the left, one pistol on the right. That's going to be your workout for today. Good luck, guys. You've had tons of fun. Let us know how it goes.